Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of At Home with the Willises. I'm your host, Jameen Willis. And today we have a special co-host standing in for my normal co-host, Nikki Willis. We have our co-host for today, Jenn. How you doing today, Jenn?
Hello.
Good. We got some great topics for you today. This is At Home with the Willises. Let's get to it. So before we get started, I want to remind you, make sure you subscribe to the Willis Team LV YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the notification so you can get notifications of when we drop new episodes. Hit the little bell right over in this area and share it with other people. Also, if you're interested in getting your product or your service featured on a podcast, send the email to Jenn. Jenn, where can they email you at?
JENN at thewillisteamlv.com.
That's right. So you can get your product or service featured on At Home with the Willises and get your business going further. All right, Jenn, how you doing today?
I'm all right. You know, I don't usually sit up here, so I'm like, gotta wipe my palms off.
Yeah, we had to call an audible. You know what I'm saying? We got Jenn in standing in as the co-host. Normally she's behind the camera. When you hear her voice, she kind of chimes in on things. But today we got her back in front of the camera. You know, we gonna keep this going. So today we're talking about a topic. Of course, you know, we're here in the Las Vegas area, and we are known as the entertainment capital of the world. And part of that entertainment is movies, film, videos, and things like that. So today I want to talk about Vegas possibly being the next Hollywood. So
They're already putting it together. Like, people are excited about, like, oh, we're coming for you, Hollywood. So they're ready.
yeah, so our topic for today is Vegas, the new Hollywood. Let's get into it. So before we talk about all these Hollywood things and movies and things like that, I want to talk about some iconic movies that were shot in Las Vegas that we can remember and enjoy.
Okay.
One of the motivation reasons why I wanted to move to Las Vegas is when I was in high school, I used to read true crime books about the mob and Bugsy Siegel and Meyer Lansky and all that stuff, how Las Vegas was formed, and I got infatuated with Las Vegas and like, wow, this was actually like basically formed by the mob. And so I got intrigued with the city of Las Vegas and things like that. And one of the movies that I've seen just about every mob movie that ever came out in existence. And one of my favorite mob movies is the movie Casino. So Casino was based...
I don't think I've seen Casino.
Oh my gosh, Jenn, you gotta get more into the movie scene, Jenn.
Yeah.
I put this together for you. You
I
know,
saw The Hangover.
This is like a check down. Like, you gotta watch these movies, Jenn. You live in Las Vegas and you haven't seen the most popular...
I saw Ocean's 11. You know.
Okay. All right. So let's rewind a little bit.
Casino.
So let's go.
Okay, tell me about it.
Casino. Casino is about a guy named Arnold Rothstein, and of course the mob, and he met a Las Vegas showgirl, and she was kind of like a hustler and a gambler. So that movie was one of the most popular Las Vegas movies, one of the biggest movies in American history, Casino. So the director is Martin Scorsese. It was shot in 1995, so they shot it at the Riviera, with real gambling taking place in the background.
I'll have to see if it's on Netflix.
Yeah, so that's a great movie. Check that out, Casino.
Casino. Okay.
Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone.
All right.
The popular comedian, he's gonna be with the Lord now, Don Rickles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great movie. So Casino is one of my favorite movies. Another iconic movie was The Hangover.
The Hangover was massive.
Yeah, 2009 comedy follows the aftermath of a bachelor party gone wrong. So that was shot in Bellagio fountains, small apartments, different areas in Las Vegas.
The Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mike Tyson in there with the tiger and things like that. So that was a pretty big, like, recent movie was The Hangover, with Las Vegas being featured in there. And now I gotta admit, on this one right here, Jen, I don't think I've watched the entire movie. It's like it's been on in the background or something like that. Was Diamonds Are Forever, James Bond.
I've never seen a James Bond movie.
Not one?
Not any of them.
Well, Diamonds Are Forever. You can start with that one. So this was a James Bond film shot in several locations in Las Vegas, including 8 hotels. Okay. South African scenes were actually filmed in the desert near Las Vegas. So it looked like I told you the Jodeci videos back in the day.
Okay.
You had to be in the desert with something on that you shouldn't have had on in the desert, you know, crying out. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I need you back. That was 90s R&B. You're on the top of the desert.
Yeah.
You see a little camel going past
with the wind.
With the wind blowing, a little sandstorm.
Okay.
That was James Bond. So
and then you got to grab some of the sand and let it run through your fingers.
You let it run through, let it fall out. Yeah. That was the vibe. That was like, boom. That was the template. 90s R&B.
Wait, so Idris Elba, is he one of the Bond guys? I feel like they were talking about making him a Bond.
You know, they were hating on him. Everybody was like, yeah, that makes so much sense, but they didn't make him the Bond. They chose somebody else. So
what I want them to do, if you're watching today, revisit that, and then I'll go watch the Bond movie.
Then you check them out. Okay, yeah, that was like traditional, like that's 70s and 80s. But John Bond, remember, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Halle Berry. Halle Berry was in the Bond movie, the beach scene, but they didn't put Idris Elba. Not yet. Right to the people.
I sure will.
And we might be able
watch
to
me find the email address today.
Yep. So James Bond movie, Diamonds Are Forever. And this is another one of my favorites. This is definitely not a mob movie, but The Griswolds, National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. I've watched this movie probably 13 times. So this was the 4th installment in the Griswolds vacation thing. So they always show like the Christmas and they're going on vacation, the Griswolds. And so they did a Vegas vacation. And this is when this was like the wave when they were like trying to make Vegas like super like family friendly. So they show like the
circus,
and the cheap buffets and stuff like this.
Yeah, I missed the buffet.
I missed the buffet, meaning I missed the wave of when you could go to a buffet. I went to a buffet when I first came here in like 2009. I want to say it was in the Flamingo, but
it was in the Flamingo.
It wasn't all that to me. Maybe I missed the way.
The Bellagio or Wynn, even one of those.
Somebody came to our house for Thanksgiving, and she was from Chicago, and she went that night to, I want to say it's the Bellagio, and they got like this real big spread for like dessert and fondue chocolate fountains and stuff on Thanksgiving, like a real big thing that she said, like you pay like $60 and you can get like all these different kind of desserts. And I think that's really cool, especially like if you don't have family or you single, you can go down to the Strip and still have like a Thanksgiving there. I might do that. No, actually, we're gonna be out of town. No, I can't do that. Right. But one year, I'm gonna go down to the Strip and I'm gonna go eat my regular Thanksgiving at home with my family. But later on, I'm gonna go down there and see about that dessert.
Like solo adventure trip, all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and check it out. But the Griswolds, that was actually funny because the dad in the movie, he like lost his money and tried to get the money back, and he always messing something up. So that was a pretty good movie. So if you haven't seen that one, go check out the Griswolds, you know.
Okay.
So that was several casinos and downtown Las Vegas.
Yes.
Now this is gonna hurt my heart, Jen. If you haven't seen this movie yet, it's gonna hurt my heart. Think Like a Man. Written by Steve Harvey.
I saw the first one.
Okay, this is 2.
Yeah.
Well, TOO.
Okay.
Think Like a Man 2. You got Megan Good, Kevin Hart, Turtle from I call him Turtle still from Entourage. Jerry, I think his name Jerry Ferrara. I think that's his name. Think Like a Man 2. You got all the stars in there. What's the Terrence J?
I liked him.
Yeah. Think Like a Man 2. So this was the second installment of Think Like a Man. So all the couples are back for a wedding in Las Vegas, but plans for a romantic weekend go awry when their adventures get them into some situations, mainly Kevin Hart. So that was a pretty good movie. I've seen that comes on TV like all the time. You know how like back in the day, if you put it on like TBS, they just run. That's something that like I think like once a week that movie is on TV, and you still haven't seen it.
No.
You live here
I tell
in
you,
Las
the
Vegas.
Netflix. That's what we do.
Then
I
I'm
don't even
pretty
know if
sure
we
it's-
have regular TV.
It's
at home.
probably on Netflix too, Jen.
Probably. I tell you, Ocean's 11. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Showgirl. You probably saw that. You know.
Was that? I bought that, but I had to I had kids early, so I bought the DVD, but I always had to put that one separate.
Yeah,
I
you
couldn't
can't.
put that. I couldn't put that with like, VeggieTales and
No, sir.
Strawberry Shortcake and Barbie and Showgirls. That wouldn't work out, so I had to keep that one like in the drawer.
Right.
Yeah, I seen Showgirls. That was like one of the first like what they call it. TV, what NA or not rated, like one of that other category, like
It was smut. It ain't no
now
way around.
every movie is just about like that now.
Everything is smut. Yeah.
Yeah,
Little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot of movies shot here in Las Vegas. So I did a little bit of research. The city of Las Vegas issues hundreds of free film permits each year.
Okay.
So Vegas is like a very popular hotspot for movies and videos, but those are just some of the ones that I thought that people would have seen, except for the gens. But it's a whole bunch of movies that have been shot in LA. So you got Ocean's 11, you said Showgirls. A lot of movies been shot. Also, some more mob movies. So Godfather Part 2 was shot in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, that's super old, way before my time. So Elvis Presley's popular film.
Good old Elvis.
I've never seen one. That's me. So now this is me. I've never seen not one Elvis Presley movie.
He had, I think I've seen 2. So he had a couple of them that were okay.
Okay.
They were okay.
So apparently the ending of this movie, Viva Las Vegas, filmed at the Little Church of the West, the oldest and still operating wedding chapel in Las Vegas.
Is that the one that they do the drive-through weddings?
I've definitely been to this little chapel before.
Okay.
I think that's like neat. I don't know if I would do that, but I think it's neat where you can go to Las Vegas and go to a little chapel and get married and stuff. I went to a wedding there. Some friends.
Was it the drive-through?
No, it wasn't that one. But some friends of ours back from Cincinnati, they got married out here, and it wasn't this one, but it was like one of those little chapel, and it was like enough for about 15 people to come in there, close friends and family, but they just loop it. They got the officiant every 20 minutes, 30 minutes. They going, or you can get married by Elvis if you want to.
Yep.
So popular Las Vegas films, that's what's been going on in the past. Now let's talk about some of the music videos. And so I thought back in the day, I'm, 90s, MTV, MTV Raps, Video Soul, Carson Daly. Oh, that's my generation right there.
I loved Carson Daly.
I bet you
I
did.
loved him.
Carson.
I thought that he was going to be the one for me. And then I found out he smoked cigarettes, and I was like, oh, it's over. But That was that. I loved Carson Daly.
He was the one.
He was until, it was a
Until
deal
it
breaker.
Okay. All right. Well, I thought that music videos died down, but they just moved them out of YouTube.
Okay.
So sometimes I scroll on YouTube and I'd be like, oh, look at all these videos. Like, I don't feel like nobody watches them, but then I see like 12 million views.
Well,
Do the kids-
Beyonce is still out here making music videos, whole movies of music videos and stuff.
But I don't see people like, maybe I just don't pay attention because I'm past that age group. I don't see like back in the day when I got home from school, I turned on
The
BET
box.
and MTV. Yeah, and they had the box and something, what was it, like Kazaa. They had these little bootleg, little offshoots, but like videos were like everything. Remember Michael Jackson had them like 10-minute videos and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
They don't show the
Nothing
video
happened if you
on
weren't
TV
on 106 in Park or TRL. Then you didn't have a song.
They don't even show video. They don't even show videos anymore on like BET and MTV.
It's all reality TV now.
Yeah, the real world started the end of the music videos.
Now the Real World has been in Las Vegas a couple of times.
I'm telling you, that first real world, that had me in a chokehold. I was all about that.
What is it,
thing
Heather
on
B? That's who there was in the first one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the dude, his name was Stinky in the house party movies. I don't know.
Okay.
Remember what his name was? The short black dude. He was in the like house party
David.
movie. Yeah, something like that.
David.
Yeah, he was in a lot of the house party movies with like Martin and Kid and Play and stuff like that.
Okay.
And what's the one lady? She has like all these spinoffs on VH1. She used to be in the Real World, the black lady.
Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy. Yeah, they had me in the chokehold for a little bit. So, iconic music video shot in Las Vegas. 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars.
I believe it.
That was on Casino Center Drive. That's like the arts district going towards the downtown Las Vegas area. Bruno is pretty popular here in Las Vegas. He has the Pinky Ring Club. He did residency with what's Anderson Paak?
Anderson Paak,
What's his
yeah.
other name? What's his Sonic?
I don't remember. Silk Sonic.
Silk Sonic. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been to the Pinky Ring before. It was a pretty nice vibe. He wasn't performing or anything.
I haven't been in there yet.
Yeah,
Wait a
it's
minute.
it's
Where is
vibe.
it?
The Pinky Ring is in the Bellagio.
Okay.
Yes, in the Bellagio, right in there, like by the casino. It was a pretty nice time. They got a live band and stuff like that. Yeah, you should check it out.
Okay.
Do a field trip down there. So Bruno Mars had 24 Karat Magic. That's a video shot in Las Vegas. Wake Up in Las Vegas by Katy Perry. That was shot on Fremont Street.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Katy Perry fan, so I can't say I know this song, but I definitely know Katy Perry. That was like a real popular video.
She's very popular.
Well, the video was popular, Waking Up in Vegas. One of the big videos that gave U2 a big boost was a song called I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. So they shot that at Thomas and Mack, and then they went over to down by Fremont Street too and shot that video.
So I'm a huge Glee fan, and the Glee version of that song is amazing. So y'all just go Google it real quick. Glee. I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Oh, so you know this song because of Glee.
Because of Glee. Yeah.
Okay. Now U2 did. They were in the Sphere, right? They had the concert.
I think. Are they still there? I think.
I think it's gone now. I think they may. It's like they do a residency, then they just sprinkle in some extra little dates or something like that.
All right.
I'm gonna have to watch that video. I didn't watch that video yet. I still haven't
The Glee
found
version?
I'll watch both of them just for you, Jen. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
watch the regular and I'm gonna watch the Glee version.
Thank you.
This is my favorite and popular most video in Las Vegas. Feel So Good by Pastor Mason Betha. So Mace, Feel So Good, that was shot on Fremont Street too. That was one of the things that like I watched that video and I was like, I gotta get to that Las Vegas. Like this is the place for me. I was
Okay.
watching him and P. Diddy. They had the Mercedes. They had the green shiny suits on. The
Yes.
shiny suits, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feels so good. I was like, that's the place for me. That was Mace. Mace had me, you know, like, I got to get to Vegas.
I mean, do you ever go down there though?
To Fremont?
Yeah.
I don't go down there that much, but like my first like year, second year moving to Las Vegas, every time somebody came into Las Vegas that was a family, I took them down to Fremont Street because they were like, what's Fremont? Like, what's downtown Las Vegas? And I was like, oh, you got to go to Fremont Street. Okay. And so before we moved here, we took our whole family on spring break. And we did like the Griswolds. We had a whole spring break here in Las Vegas. So we went to Fremont Street. My oldest son, Josh, took a picture with the Chippendales with his shirt off. So yeah, we went to Fremont Street. I don't go down there I haven't been to Fremont Street in a while, but they got some really nice restaurants and bars down there. So like the real estate organization that I used to be part of, they did like a kickoff party at I think it's called Commonwealth.
Okay.
It's like an all black place. And then there's a really nice brunch spot down there where you have like they got like mimosas and stuff like that. And there's a very cool toy store, like, you know, where the heart attack place is. There's a little plaza, like Caddy Corner right there, and they sell like vintage toys. It's kind of like Rogue Toys, but it's not a Rogue Toys. But yeah,
I have to see.
Jonathan,
when I'm downtown, all I ever do is go to Container Park.
go to Container Park. Yeah, that was one of my places too. I'm surprised nobody shot. I'm pretty sure somebody shot a video at Container Park, a music video. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Mace was like, that feels so good. I was like, yeah, I got to get to that Las Vegas. So that's a little history lesson on movies in Las Vegas and videos. So let's talk about Vegas potentially being the new Hollywood. So we have two major movie studios that things are in the works right now. So
it's happening.
It's happening. It's going down. So according to Nevada Film Office, there were 437 productions in Nevada in the 2024 fiscal year, from feature films, commercials, documentaries, and reality TV. 2023 brought in 379 productions. So Vegas is popping as far as productions and things like that. Mm-hmm. Before they had the writer's strike, it was 90 production revenue, got it as high as 90 million in 2023. Okay. Yeah. So with this is like what they call the golden age of content creation. You got all these production companies. So they actually have like tax credits and things for these production companies coming here. So let's talk about some of these movie studios here.
There's at least two right now, right?
Yeah, those are just like the two biggest. So one is Sony Pictures backed project. So that's a $1.8 billion project. It's a partnership between Sony Pictures, Howard Hughes Holdings, and Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
So
that's the one in Summerlin.
Yeah, that's the one that's in Summerlin. So a lot of people hear Mark Wahlberg, but it's backed by Sony, Howard Hughes.
Mark moved here not too long ago, and that's when the whole project started coming together.
Yeah, so he's kind of like the face and the front runner for it. So this studio will be located on the 30.8 acre plot in Summerlin. Will include multiple stages, operation spaces, conference rooms, and more. It said the project is expected to create 10,000 jobs.
Yeah, I know that the neighbors aren't happy about that one.
Why? I mean, that's a lot of acreage. Like, is it like real close? Well, I assume it's close to residential houses or something.
It's not even that close to the residential houses. It's just because they have, you know, it's an older community. It's a more wealthy, more established community, and they just they don't want y'all there. They don't, they want to stay in their little bubble and not have what they, the riffraff or whoever come to the space. So they don't want the traffic. They don't want strangers. They don't want any of that. But they've been very vocal about, like, please take it someplace else.
Well, I'm all for it because 10,000 jobs means people need to have somewhere to live, and we provide places for people to live. So I'm for it. So it's dependent upon lawmakers approving Nevada's film tax credit. So I think it's a $10 million tax credit for this.
And then we have another one coming to the Southwest. So that one, I was just actually talking to the people over at UNLV about it a week or so ago. But UNLV has a satellite campus that's in the southwest part of town. So it's off of like Sunset and Durango. And they're going to have a movie studio right there. Not really on campus, but yeah, I guess it's land that UNLV bought. So it's on campus technically, but they're going to build a big studio there, and there aren't a whole lot of residential places over there, so I don't think they've been getting much pushback about that. So that's really exciting because UNLV is excited about building this film school and coming for USC basically as far as the film school program. So it's going to be big.
So is that the European place, Vegas Film Industries?
Maybe. All I know is that it's with UNLV, and it's going to be at the Southwest campus, and they're going to start I don't know if they start, but if they're going to have a bigger program for the UNLV Film School. Okay. And they're excited about that, so that's getting going.
Cool. So yeah, we're getting a lot of people. So some people production companies are moving actually from LA over here, and then we're getting new projects. So I don't know if this is the same place or not, but this place is Vegas Film Industry. So it's a European group. They plan to do several films in 2025. They plan to focus on action, horror, and family-friendly firms. They're expected to hire hundreds of people too. So that's exciting. I don't understand why, like, how, like, you can buy, like, an entire town. Like, I was looking at buying the Bunny Ranch, y'all. They had the Bunny Ranch up for sale. Oh. They used to be on HBO. It was.
This is news to me. I didn't know
that we were buying the Bunny
together. Wait, was that like a Lavender Homes project?
No, no. Okay. This was like Black Henderson. We could have like a whole city. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Henderson Bunny Ranch.
Bunny Ranch out there, but I couldn't pull people together. But I was thinking if you buy somewhere like a Bunny Ranch, just like a town. And then that could be a film place. Like you buy like a whole town and it's like a film thing, like 50 Cent is doing with Shreveport and Tyler Perry got in Atlanta. Like you out in the middle of nowhere in the desert somewhere, and I forget what the Bunny Ranch in Pahrump or
something like that.
Somewhere out there. But they got the Pahrump and Nye counties and Washoe out in the middle of nowhere. You just put this big film studio in the middle of nowhere, and nobody will be mad because you don't have no neighbors. So
you gotta have these as separate ideas, because when you say Bunny Ranch and then you say filming, this lends itself to these smut videos. No.
No. So I was trying to. I forget the guy. His name was Dennis. I forget his last name. He sold the Bunny Ranch. And so they used to have this show on HBO called I gotta Google it. So they used to have this show on HBO, and it was the Bunny Ranch, and it was like a brothel. But there's like houses, pools, RVs, like it's a whole like little compound town. That would be great for somebody to buy and turn into something else. No, I'm not trying to, make XXX films on there. Okay. But no, I was trying to turn it and revamp it into an actual like small little town and build from there.
I think that they have some space available over at not Spring Mountain Ranch proper, like the actual place, but like in that area, that Spring Mountain Ranch area, Bonnie Springs closed recently, so that might be available.
Okay.
Oh, if you just want to build your space, Bonnie Springs might be it.
Bonnie Springs. So yeah, that's what it is. So y'all listen to this.
Okay.
So brothel, 106 acre ranch was for sale. So we could have bought a whole 106 acre place. The TV it used to be on a TV show called Cat House. Yeah.
So we didn't buy the cat house.
We didn't get the cat. It was open in since 1955.
Yeah.
The original Pony Express location was in like the 70s.
That makes sense because the Pony Express had people coming and going, and that was, I guess where they would hang out. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's where they found Lamar Odom. He was up there with the in the bunny ranch
With the
and
bunnies?
things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lamar Odom. A lot of people got in trouble. Motley Crue, Vince Neil. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple people up there. Senator Bob Coffin. A lot of people think prostitution is legal in Las Vegas, but it's really not. You gotta go way out there, where like
outside of Clark County.
yeah, where the bunny ranch and things like that is going on. But yeah, so yeah, Vegas is popping for films, videos, and things like that. So normally, people like the view of Las Vegas and the buildings and the lights and all that stuff. So everybody's coming in, but now they're turning it to the hub instead of coming here. They're gonna be here already.
Okay.
So that's gonna be pretty dope. I think the desert is like. I don't get out to Summerlin that much, so I don't know exactly where this location is, but I might have to do a little research and pull up on, check it out.
So before these studios pop up, if you need to make some movies or content or whatever in the Las Vegas and Henderson area, I got a spot. You want to tell them about the spot?
Oh yeah. So I wasn't gonna put this in the docket, but since Jen, you brought it up,
I'm ready.
We go ahead and talk about it.
Yes.
So we've done our part to join in on the film and production. Our investment company, Lavender Homes, has a content home where people can shoot videos. You can have small events. You can do photo shoots, and we have like a jazz club on the inside and like a cigar bar theme on the outside. So you can film movies. You can film videos. You can do pictures for photo shoots, and we're having a grand opening in less than 30 days, in just a couple weeks. So I'm excited about that. We're already shooting some of our content now before
Cooking
the grand
videos.
opening. Yeah, Jen, we're going to get Jen's Got Taste popping.
I'm excited.
In the content house. And that's definitely what we want to use it for. So, hey, Sony, Warner Brothers, these production companies, if y'all need a satellite location, holler at Lavender Homes. We got you. We got a content house for you.
You're going to go to JENN at thewillisteamlv.com.
We can get you all set up. Well, Jen, thanks for being my co-host today and filling in today. And I'm going to go ahead and do the real estate minute for today. My real estate minute for today is to capitalize on holidays. What do I mean by capitalize on holidays? A lot of people take the holidays to decorate their home. You got people turning their houses into haunted houses for Halloween. They putting the big decorations. I go in at home and they got just bigger than a house, blow up things of Halloween things already out there. So people decorate their houses for holidays. Halloween, you got 3 big holidays coming up. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. A lot of times people kind of decorate their house, and if they want to sell their house, it actually kind of does a disservice to people, because you go and you think Halloween, you don't think, oh, I want to move here. So the holidays is the best time to actually purchase a property, because a lot of people wait until the holidays are over and they focus on holidays. So if a person has their house on the market during the holidays, that means that they're either not desperate, but they're motivated, or they have a strong reason for selling during this time. So you can either get a good deal, or you'll have less competition during the holidays. So around the holidays, right around from October to December, is the best time to buy a house, especially if you don't live where the weather is good all year round. When the weather is bad and it's snow outside, it's less people out looking, and you can get a good deal and have less competition. So my real estate tip is, in between October and December, if you're thinking about buying a house, this is the best time of the year to purchase, whether it's to live in or for investment. So that's my real estate tip for today. Jen, thanks for being our co-host today. Thank you guys for joining in. Make sure you continue to watch the episode, subscribe, share it with other people, and hit notifications. And we'll see you next week. Peace.